All right, welcome to the official broadcast of Gorgon Shield's Endless Replayability Festival demo. Live at the time of recording, because you know, not always actually live. I'm Oliver Joyce from Whiskeybarrel Studios, and I'm best known as the creator of Swords and Sandals, the Gladiator role-playing game series. This Gorgon Shield game is something I've been working on since about May of last year, so we're coming up on about a year. It's gone through lots of iterations. If you've never seen it before, join me for the next sort of half an hour or so as we go through the demo. All right, here we go at the title screen. We'll start a new game. If this is your first playing, it's recommended to play through the quick tutorial. Sure, let's play through the tutorial so I can show you guys how to actually play the game. I yearn to learn. And there's our barbarian hero. You start off with the default barbarian hero just to keep things simple. And here is your nemesis, Medusa. Okay, basic controls. You can use the mouse or the keyboard or a gamepad. And you know, you rotate the shield left, right. The Gorgon shield is this device here. And that's our hero. Monsters spawn out of melee platforms. Okay, so you've got to watch for them. This tells us, you know, what level we are, how much time has elapsed, how much gold. Warp mirrors come very later. And here's our enemy, our first enemy, the level 1 grey slime. So all you got to do is rotate towards him, and he'll just face him. And like here, sort of an auto battler, they just attack when the blue bar is full. You don't have to do anything else. You can rotate away if you want. The level timer. Survive each level until the timer reaches 0. The Gorgon shield will then ascend to the next tower level. Alright, so a couple more XP and we'll level up. Okay. Alright. Green Barbarian is level 2. So when you level up, you get a bunch of options. You can increase your stats, like your strength, which increases your health and your melee damage. There's a lot of stats to check out so far, but for now, you know, this is a tutorial, so it doesn't really mean that much. But, you know, agility means you attack faster, intellect, more critical hit damage, more range damage, and charisma is, you know, treasure and healing and so on like that. For now, we will go with, I'll show you some other things. You know, you got power masteries. You can repair the shield, heal yourself, or even you can get some, you know, powerful random loot. But for now, we're going to just increase our agility and attack a little bit faster. Level 2 Barbarian. Alright, let's go. A few more seconds left in the tutorial, and you know, he's attacking a tiny bit faster, which means that blue bar is filling up just that little bit quicker. But now we're on tower level 2. Healing platforms, you know, self-explanatory, they heal when your hero is facing that platform. So we're facing it by default, and you'll see his health has gone up by 14. And that's affected by your charisma, I believe. I should know. The creator, right? Okay, so special abilities. Once you've learned a special power, press the hero special. Now this hero started with the berserk power because I wanted to, you know, give you guys an idea of how the tutorial kind of works, and you know, start off with the power. So when I use this by pressing 1, he attacks twice. He does twice as much damage. So he's now doing 36 points of damage. Actually, it's triple damage. So it doesn't last that long, but it can be super effective. And you can build that up, that power up as well. So that number down there is how much time is left on level. And as your shield takes more damage, that little red bar goes up and up. As you'll see that soon. Range platforms. Okay, range platforms I'm still working on. There's treasure there, but range platform, when it hits the platform, it does damage to enemies. It doesn't actually target the enemy directly, but the platform itself. So I'm going to make the platform shake and so on in a future patch. And they take damage. Its range damage is really good because it's a good secondary power. And of course, treasure. And here it's placed in the treasure platform, gain gold, and you can spend it on upgrades for all sorts of things. So let's get that now and grab some gold. Notice while we're doing that, the shield is actually taking a bit of damage. It's taking 6 points every time. So eventually you kind of want to rotate towards those monsters, do a bit of damage. We can only level up once in the tutorial because I didn't really feel the need to sort of keep showing off, you know, how leveling up works. Because the tutorial is only 4 levels, we're on the last one now. But in the real game, you'll level up fairly often. Okay, repair platforms. Here is a repair platform. So you want to get over there now, repair the shield, and that red on the golden circle there will go down faster than they're hitting us, which is good. But every now and again, you want to attack them. But here's the other kicker. There's a lot to learn in this game, but you know, it seems like a lot, but you figure it out, you know, over a couple of runs. At least I hope you do anyway. Shield pulses. Okay, the shield pulse is the Gorgon shield special attack. So by pressing spacebar, I can blast them with a special laser, and this has its own cooldown as well. So when that bar fills up again, you can use it again. A lot of people forget about that, so I'm going to try and work on a way to make it a little bit more obvious in a future patch of the game, because often I've seen people play the game and never use the shield special. Alright, the tutorial is now done, so on to the next. Alright, level 1, now we're for real, okay? So, Acolytes Rise. So when we take damage, we're really going to take damage. And we don't have that Barbarian's Berserk power because everything's been reset. Okay, so first of all, I think it's a good idea to get a special power. You can either choose Berserk or Slow. This slows down enemies, which can be good against sort of fast enemies that are spawning towards you. We'll go with the Berserk for now because it can be good against bosses as well. Now we've learned that power and it appears there. Grab some gold because there are shops coming up too. You want to kind of grab that when there's no one around, and then when monsters are nearby, you go back to them. My mighty muscles hunger for battle. Give ourselves a quick heal. Snakes. Okay, so snakes are faster than the default slimes. And they do a bit more damage too, so you want to kind of use your Berserk on them if you can. We're taking a bit of damage, let the shield take a bit as well, and we'll use our pulse. Then grab a bit of gold. So it's all about sort of, you know, yeah, incrementally managing your, you know, your heroes and the time you have on the shield each level, which is always 30 seconds. Okay, level 3 now. We've got ourselves a repair platform. Hey, this is a cool level. There's no monsters, so we can take it easy a little bit. Do what needs doing. Repair that shield till it's full health. Okay, the red disappeared. Get ourselves healed up. Then grab ourselves some treasure. This is a kind of nice, just a breather. You don't see these levels that often, but you do in the first 10 levels. You see them more often than other levels, while you're just giving you a bit of a, you know, chance to rest. Okay, two doors appear before you. Okay, there's the mystery levels which are not in the demo, and there's also a shop. Let's go to the shop.
Everyone knows the Corinthians forge the finest armor and weapons, and I am the greatest among them. For 12 gold I will make one of you an item that may just turn the tide of battle in your favor. Who wants it?
Save on voice acting and do it yourself, right? That's terrible. Alright, let's give it to the Barbarian. The arrogant Corinthian forges some powerful gear for Green Barbarian, then glares at you inexplicably, as you do, as the Gorgon shield rises once more. So now you got a Ring of the Elk, which is a cool item. Improves range damage by 8. Okay, the Barbarian is not really a great ranged hero, but that could be useful for us. We can try that out now and see how much that does. Great, so that does 20 range damage, which is pretty decent. Because our melee damage is only 12. Now you can get other rings and so on to replace those, or boots or whatever it is. Let us for now increase the stat. Let's increase that melee damage a little bit. I'm still playing around with these numbers because every sort of patch or so I like to test the game. And if you played an earlier version of the demo, it was way more hectic than this. But I did a great sort of consultation with a guy called Esty, the game doctor, who is just a real, just knows his games, and he has a service for developers who, you know, just basically tests their games and says, you know, here's what is working, here's what's not. You know, a lot of fans will do that, but this guy is actually just, he's got a gift for it. And he kind of, he said the original version of this was, you know, had some really cool systems, but it was just a little kind of out of control. And he said, you just need to bring these systems along a bit more slowly. And that's what I've been trying to do in this version 0.7 of the game, which is, you know, live now as part of the Replayability Fest, Endless Replayability Fest. Okay, so we can grab ourselves, let's get ourselves a loot item. Gauntlets of the Elk, Ring of Will. Actually, I don't like any of those. No, let's get ourselves... We can increase the Berserk's, reduce the cooldown, increase the Berserk's power. Let's increase the Berserk's power. So you can actually improve the skills you get. And although you only get one per character, you get... oh yeah, there's one other cool thing about this game. We're going to get a new character soon. So you start off with this the one hero, but soon we will have 2, 3, up to 4 heroes. 4 heroes not in the demo, but they'll use our Berserk power. They're doing some big damage now with Berserk. And I'll show you my range attack as well, just for fun. Pretty good. Okay, level 7. One more level and we will get something cool. So the game starts off relatively kind of zen and relatively easy, but you'll see as we kind of reach the higher levels, things may get a little out of control. And what I'm trying to do is balance this between sort of the ease of the first levels and the challenge of future levels. And that is something that I'm going to sort of be basing that on your feedback in both this and we can heal the shield, get some gold. Get some gold, why not? You know, I don't want to have difficulty options for the game to suit those who find the the game too easy early on or whatever it is. There's a little work to do before the game launches fully in sort of late July. But I think we're getting there. Hey, look, a wizard's joined us. It's not Santa. It's somebody new. Congratulations, your maximum hero party size is increased to 2. Cool. So wizard joins us. 2 doors appear before you. Which will you open? Now there's a labyrinth we can go to. Let's check it out. It's a little bit different. The game switches up a bit. Okay. All right, Medusa. Taunting us as always. Labyrinths are maps that... it's very much like Gauntlet. If you remember Gauntlet with monster generators and so on, they're like sort of mini versions of Gauntlet. You got to get keys, you get healing potions, healing fountains and so on. Keys open doors. You can get these special potions that destroy monsters. It's very simple, and Gauntlet was a simple game, and this is very much just a kind of a mini game. There's treasures to find. Hey, found some equipment. Give it to Red Wizard. Has 0 loot, so let's get him something. He's got a violent cape, increases critical hit chance. Awesome. So these levels are not designed to be, a full-on Diablo style game or anything like that, but they are kind of fun little challenges that you can take on to, increase the sort of the power of the party as you go. But you've only got 60 seconds to get through them, otherwise you can get him into trouble. So we got to find this exit soon, and I'm pretty sure it's down here. 7, 6, 5, 4. We're gonna get there in time. Cool. Just in time. Otherwise, somebody comes after you. If you played Gauntlet, you'll know who that is. But I loved Gauntlet back in the day, Gauntlet 2 especially, and that was my little tribute to the game. Originally, when I was first building Gorgon Shield, I kind of let's get him a power mastery. He has different masteries: Fireball and Lightning. Let's give him a Lightning Bolt power. Originally, when I first was making this game, I had a bit more focus on that labyrinth, but then I realized that the unique thing about the game is very much this and not the, that kind of thing. So let's use our Lightning Bolt. It's a little weak at first, and actually something I probably should tweak in the settings. We need healing? No, we're cool. But that Lightning Bolt does damage everyone on screen. Okay, the first boss battle. Okay, it's a Minotaur, and he does some pretty solid damage. I mean, sorry, Cyclops. Minotaur is a future boss. Spoiler alert. Okay, let's use our Berserk. Don't forget our Shield Pulse as well. Do some damage on him. Then Lightning Bolt. But we're in a bit of trouble because the Barbarian needs to heal. So the shield's going to have to take a little damage while that happens. Cyclops about half health. It's going to be close. We got him. Another fool falls to my axe. Okay, so we now got ourselves a special rune. introducing something new. Okay, so the runes you can etch onto the Gorgon shield when you go back to town, and these things you can sort of customize your shield to do, you know, more than just what the laser does. You can have multiple lasers. You can have a healing burst every time you level, every time you press the button, whatever it is. All right, so we've done the first 10 levels, and that took us, 10 minutes plus, including the tutorial. So now things shift though. We've got the Frozen Citadel and the next area. And at that point, the game crashed. There was a bug in the next bit. So many hours later, it's nighttime outside. I've fixed it up, and we're going to reconvene this live stream at pretty much the same point again, just with another run of heroes. Very similar to the last run. So let's pick it back up. This won't happen in your version, I promise. So we reconvene our adventure with our trusty barbarian and our wizard, and it's nighttime in the game just as it is in real life now. And whenever you beat a tower guardian every 10 levels, you're forced to choose between two new paths up the tower. And this time we have the Frozen Spire and the Infernal Spire, and these are randomly sort of prefixes and suffixes. Right now you've only got Frozen and Infernal, but there'll be things like, the Burning Citadel, or the Rotten Foundry, or the, whatever it is of the something, all the fantasy sounding ones, and each one has different sort of characteristics. This one, the blue monsters are immune to ice, the red monsters are immune to fire. So if your red wizard had fireballs, we don't want to take that red path. Because we've got lightning, we're okay. Let's take the blue path. It seems like there's some fun there. There are dragonlings, satyrs, and a blue manticore to fight. And each have special powers. These actually should be level 2 for some reason. They're actually tougher than what they see there. We'll fix that up. There's always someone to fix up, right? That's why we're in, demo mode. All right, let's jump on board and continue our adventure up the tower on our Gorgon shield. Gorgon shield. I did the voices for the game, if you're wondering, using modulator tools and so on. Get that sort of vocoder effect. Now, as you go up here in the Frozen Spire, these dragonlings are a little tougher than what we're used to. They do more damage. They do 18 damage, so you can see our shield is taking a bit of a battering. Let's use this level up to actually repair the shield. We haven't really done that yet, but use the anvil to repair the shield and keep us alive a little longer. Oh wow. Barbarian's in a bit of strife as well. You need to build up that wizard's lightning bolt as well. He's really good at range though. If I can get him on range platforms, that makes a difference. Let's head to the shop, see what goodness we can have. Gentle heroes, if thou wilt donate 36 gold to aid the suffering of the poor, I will heal that hero. Who requests healing? Yeah, a barbarian definitely needs healing. So the muse lays her hands on the green barbarian's shoulders. They feel a great burden being lightened, and their wounds miraculously heal. Good times, good times. So we're fully healed. That was a good shopping spree. That's why it pays to save up your gold, not just for these runs, but you actually use them to build up the town and so on later. Because that's the sort of the meta component of the game that we're going to see real soon. Because our run probably will eventually get a close soon. You never know, we're on level 13, we're doing pretty well, but our barbarian is dropping a bit of damage. See, that wizard is good at doing multiple damage targets, whereas the barbarian requires them to come to get close. Let's level up the wizard's lightning bolt, I think. So, power mastery, lightning power. You could get and you can reach the targets as well, but for now the power is good, I think. Level 5 wizard. I'm going to have another bit of text here in a future patch that kind of tells you what the game thinks your character is best at any one time. It says, right now he's the best healer, or this is the best ranged character, that kind of thing. Just to sort of, improve the transparency of the stats and so on. I'm going to also have that in these little mini panels telling you exactly how much damage or healing or whatever your hero does without you having to wait for them actually to do it. The challenge is, actually displaying all this stuff, because I've got all these options, right? You've got, your full battle UI, and you can even change it to an orthogonal camera, and there you go. It looks like an old arcade game even more. And there you've got your UI up there that tells you exactly what you're doing, berserk, lightning, and so on. But not everyone likes that, and so I've kind of defaulted it to the minimum UI. let's level up that lightning bolt even further. Get wizard up to par. But I'm going to put that back to perspective camera dynamic. I can't remember the difference. But you got lots of options for graphics and all the rest for your whatever your machine is. And you can even turn the music up and down as you see fit. All the goodies that you come to expect from AAA games like this. Triple minus AAA. Me, basically. Although I want to give a big shout out to my artist, Bokimi, who did the character sprites and the title screen. I did the monster sprites and of course the 3D modeling and everything that looks kind of a little budget. But he did all the really cool character art. And my artists, Electro and, not my artists, my musicians, Electro and Francois Jolin Lajoie. I always pronounce his name wrong. He's French-Canadian, and it's a hard one to pronounce. But those guys created some fantastic tunes for the game. I really want to thank them, because obviously without great art and great music, these games are nothing. You turn the music off this game, it loses a lot. Hey, hero slot unlocked. We have been joined by a third barbarian. Awesome. In the demo, you have access to wizards, warriors, and rogues, or wizards, barbarians, and rogues. But in the full game, there's a whole bunch more classes. Ooh, snakes and ladders. Should we do that one? Have I shown you that? Let's do snakes and ladders. Let's take a gamble. Try our luck. What's that in the darkness? Hey, I found some loot. Just kind of 50-50. Okay, who wants loot? This wizard. I'm trying to get him a bit more powerful, so let's get him the sly cape. Range speed. He's pretty good at ranged. So that'll make him even faster at nuking targets, but you don't often see as many range platforms. I probably need to change the algorithm slightly so there's a few more range platforms to use. There's one right now, and funny enough, it's a blue one. And when you see these checkered panels like the blue one, notice how fast. Oh, we just lost our green hero. Notice how fast he's firing. He does everything at double speed. As long as your color, the blue color, matches up with the blue platform or whatever it is. Let's continue to level up our mage, because I don't think that red guy's going to do much of the blue guy. And any more loot we can get him? Ranged, healing power, dodge chance. Yeah, let's get healing power. Try and keep him alive. Alright, we've got some tough times ahead of us. I'm going to also just change those battle UI back to minimal, because that's the kind of way I like it. This is a pretty good lineup, because on the ranged platform, yeah, this is working well because of that double. Don't forget to use your shield pulses when you can. And we're leveling up a lot, which is great. Okay, let's level him up. Let's get him a slow spell. He can be a slow barbarian. Slows down enemies for us to kind of give us a bit of time as we reach the next level up. Okay, we're nearly at the boss. That's exciting. That poor green barbarian. You take your eye off the ball for one moment. Sad times. And let's repair that shield a little. I don't know if our blue barbarian's going to be high enough level to really help us. We lost our green barbarian, but luckily the red wizard has done a lot of good leveling up, so I think it's going to be an interesting battle. So 3 to get a bit of extra gold for this run, because this could be our last stand. Alright. It's a manticore. Now he's fast. Now these have special skills which I haven't implemented in this version yet, but they'll be coming. And they have special abilities. Whoa, he's wrecking us. He wrecked my wizard. Oh, okay. Alright, you really need to be a bit tougher. Okay. That is the end of that run. And so, of course, once a run is over, you see this cool arcade-like screen. We know, complete with the arcade cabinet, because that's basically what I kind of intended this game to be, sort of a bit of a homage to my favorite arcade games of the olden days. You know, I'm an old timer now, family with kids and all the rest. And I grew up loving arcade games in the 80s and 90s, and this game sort of tries to capture a bit of that, and I hope you guys like it. Here is a summary of what we've done. Red Wizard was the highest level character, but Green Wizard was the best melee. Weakest was the Blue Barbarian, obviously, and the star was a Red Wizard in the end, who came good towards the end. Now, we leave the tower, and this is the second component of the game, the sort of the meta around things. So you've earned some gold. You can now start to build your town. Maybe a wagon to upgrade items or a tavern. Let's see. So you get a building free first. So the first one is free, the second one's cost. So you can get a tavern, a wagon, a forge, a ludus, and an obelisk. And ludus is for increasing the starting level of heroes. Forge upgrades the shield powers. Wagon is for cool trinkets, kind of like you see in Vampire Survivors. And the tavern is for hero archetypes. So I want to show you this one in particular. So we unlock the tavern, it appears in the town, and then we'll visit the tavern. And here are our heroes. So there are 10 heroes. The 3 you see in the demo, and there's priests, knights, valkyries, gladiator, oracles, ninjas, and generals. And each of them have their own unique powers and stats and, you know, sort of quirks and so on, which are kind of fun. For now, let's unlock the rogue. So now the rogue is available to join with us. And we could also unlock the wagon. Yeah, we'll unlock the wagon. We have a bit of money. So you can use the wagon to get gear like increase the armor on the Gorgon shield, special powers for heroes, increase the damage for heroes. Yeah, let's buy one of those. Okay, we've run out of gold for that. Buy a runestone and hourglass. Alright, that's all our money. So we bought a bunch of things. We can't afford the forge, all the other things that are on the demo, but let's quickly do one more run with the heroes we have now. Barbarian, Rogue, Barbarian. You can now customize your party, right? So I could go random party, and that, or I can go, this time I want, you know, I want to have a rogue. You can have 2 rogues, 3 rogues. You can have a rogue. Let's go 2 rogues and a wizard for fun. Okay. And they start off with level 1 characters, but you can use the ludus to sort of train them up, so they start off quite well. And I'm considering a way to sort of skip the early levels. I haven't quite figured out the best way to do it. Maybe something like in Spelunky, where you know, you can dig tunnels to start, you know, at level 10 and so on. You know, I'll just or maybe something to increase the difficulty of early levels for those who are, you know, already really good at the game and don't want to kind of go through this early grind. That'll be coming in the next patch, I think, in the next sort of, you know, bigger patch, because this big upgrade I did this week really sort of slowed the game down and made it a lot easier early on. So I want to kind of make it more challenging for those who are good at the game. But her powerful is she has ice bolts and haste, so she can do anything twice as fast for a short time, which is kind of cool. So she can go a couple of double speed attacks if she wants, just for a little while, and that gets way more powerful as well. So we're going to just, you know, sleepwalk our way through these early levels. So let's level up the blue wizard. Get him his. Let's get him a fireball this time, and that it's critical hit versus blue, no effect versus red. So we obviously don't want to go on the red spire when we get there. But there's a fireball. Pretty fun. And so I could get her to get double treasure speed as well, so she's getting treasure twice as fast using the haste thing, so it's pretty handy. Rogues can be super powerful. Let's level up the other rogue and get ourselves Ice Bolt. So now I've got it covered. We have one that does ice damage, one that does fire damage. So her Ice Bolt, there you go. So you can already see sort of the synergies, and in the full version there's proper healing classes like the priest and I think the oracle and stuff like that. Let's increase the fireball's damage. And it's all about finding the right synergies and so on, and I have really, you know, not quite got to that point yet. I'm still building the game, so I'll be really curious to see, you know, how you guys go building, you know, the ultimate party and what the best way to build this. This game is sort of, I'm hoping to design it for speedrunners and people that, you know, optimum build type things. So it'd be really interesting to see how you go with it. But I really am thinking of adding a, you know, user-defined difficulty modder at the start of each run, so you can kind of gamble where you can say more difficult runs mean more gold and everything, because right now these early levels are admittedly pretty easy, and that is part of hey, I am the ferryman and I offer you this bargain.
Allow me to take the soul of the weakest among you across the river Styx, and I will make one of you more powerful. What say you?
Who needs voice acting when you got me? Actually, you need voice acting. My voice acting is pretty budget, part of my triple-A games. So, Red Rogue now departs from the plains of Tartarus, never to return. Oh, sorry. Green Rogue goes more in power, so that was brutal. We got rid of Red Rogue, but Green Rogue has gotten +2 to all stats, so, you know, super. That's basically like leveling up 6 levels at the cost of one of your heroes. Worth it? We'll find out. In the full version, you can get up to 4 heroes, but that's at level 24, so that's a little way away. Let's get some loot. Improves range damage. Let's get some stats, make her even faster. One of the ways you can increase the difficulty, and I think we'll do that in a future patch, and maybe in this week, is you know, the simplest way is just increase the spawn rate of monsters. There are monsters in higher levels that spawn very fast, but you could really up the ante of that and have heaps of monsters on the screen. But early on, I didn't really want to, just overwhelm the player just yet. Increase the fire. Oh, what loot can we get? No melee damage ones at the moment, which is I've been looking for that because these two are quite weak on the melee front. Use our fireball. And also, again, don't forget to use your shield plus. Look at this, we've got 3 healing platforms, and we don't even need them. So this will be an easy level. And we're powering through this quite easily. Because, of course, in the first run, we only had the 1 hero, and that was just to sort of, bring you along and allow you to learn a bit about the game and the systems within. Okay, level up Blue Wizard to... Let's get him some... Any good loot this time? Critical hit chance. That's what we want. Cape of Vipers. Yeah. Okay, and a few more levels to the boss. In previous versions of this game, the levels were only 20 seconds per level, and that was pretty good, but it did get a little too frantic, and I think people got a bit frustrated with it. So right now that I've gone back to 30, but let me know, in the comments and the Steam forum discussions, what you think of that. If you think 30 is better or 20, because I'm definitely still tweaking this game. Because as you can imagine, as the systems get more complicated, there is more to see, more to do. Let's go straight up. And of course, I've got to add those extra doors and so on. This game is scheduled to launch on the 29th of July. And I got to be honest with you guys, completely honest. I'm really struggling for wish lists. I mean, it's a super competitive field out there, roguelikes and so on, roguelite, whatever it is. I got 1,900 wish lists as of the start of this festival. And that's a far cry from what I need. This game, I think it's pretty different and quite unique. But it's really hard to spread the word about it. So if you like it, if you like what you see right now, please, I'd love a wish list that would just, honestly allow me to stand out just from the crowd of other games. Because I believe, this game needs a little work, but I really think there's something there, you know what I mean? I think there's something special about it. And I just need that extra little bit of motivation to just kind of persist with it. Because right now my motivation is kind of low. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life. Personal life. Things have been crazy this year. I'm not going to go into that in this video, but kind of would love this game to do a little better, because right now the game is just been a series of one disappointment after the other. You know what I mean? Anyway, hey look, we beat the Harpy. Awesome. Fantastic. So the Harpy is defeated. We got ourselves another rune. We can take that to the forge. Medusa continues to taunt us as she does, as she taunts me as a game developer. Alright, now we're back to choose the next path, and that's the Frozen Spire, the Infernal Spire. And these are not very random right now, but in future versions and in the full version, there will be more randoms. There's a lot of randomness to the future ones. Let's go the Infernal Spire this time for these guys. Although I can't remember, there's a wizard's fireball. Yeah, he's going to be struggling because fireball needs immune to fire. But hey, look, he's got the blue melee platform, so he's going to be able to whomp them twice as fast. But when I dry a fireball, they're immune, unfortunately for him. And they have a lot of health, these little guys. So let's level her up. We need critical hit chance. She freaking double her haste, and then maybe we can choose some critical hits on these guys. Critical hits obviously double damage. My thinking about this game so far is that you want a tank, and the barbarian and the gladiator from the full version are really good at tanks. I'm going to continue. Should we go to the labyrinth? Yeah, let's take another trip to the labyrinth. If you just joined this stream late, there are other paths in this game, including the sort of the labyrinth inspired by Gauntlet 2 in particular from my childhood. This is another map from the first one. Grab those torches because they help you heal. And, well, these potions also are good because they can get rid of monsters. Get the green fountains are good. Okay, found some loot. Dungeons, labyrinths are risky, but well worth it. Okay, Wily Cape increased dodge chance because they contain loot, gold, and they're not that hard if you know what you're doing, if you know kind of where you're going, and you can get through them this way. Cool, we've reached the exit. And up we go, onward and upward. All right, so level 13 now. Unfortunately, the fireballs are useless. I can stop trying them. That's why you could have a couple of different wizards that have, one that fireball, one has, so she's leveled up. This is all over, this run. That's all over. What to do? Oh. The shield was destroyed. Alas. Okay. And, the Gorgon shield is destroyed. We leave the tower, and then we return back to the town, and we can, of course, get more gear and, upgrade our town and so on. Build a forge. And with a forge, of course, you can upgrade runes on it. I have runes I can add to it. I can use this rune, and I could go add that to the shield and replace it, that kind of thing, and that gives us gold when we use it. So there's lots of different strategies you can use for that as well. So there you go, that's Gorgon Shield.
Gorgon Shield.
Alright, that's it. Thank you so much for being part of my stream today, my live stream. However long it went, it was a lot of fun to do, and obviously there's more work for me to do in the game, but the latest demo has just gone up, 0.7. There's something like 8,000 games in this Steam Endless Replayability Fest. That's a lot of games, and so chances are not many of you guys are gonna see this video, but for those who stumbled upon it, and I hope this game piques your interest, and tell your friends, check out that demo, try the feedback, and let me know what you think. And above all, please, if you like the game, give me a wish list. Because as I said, I'm really struggling for numbers. 1,900 wish lists at this stage is a far cry from what I need, and chances are this game might just disappear into the the sea of mini games out there, and that will be a sad for me, such is life. But I've enjoyed making this game, challenging it as is, and I hope you enjoy playing the demo, and the full version will be out at the end of July. So until next time, my friends, bye for now.